Hello, hello. Tamira here, and I'm excited to be here. There's a lot to talk about, there's a lot going on. Um, there's some exciting news. If you haven't heard already, I'm going to be sharing some exciting news, and we're going to talk about because I've been hearing from multiple people today on various lives and that this really urgent desire for money in your sleep, right? Like, I know people are very grateful for where they are in their digital marketing journey, and everyone wants to be waking up to thousands of dollars in their sleep. And so we're going to talk about some myths. We're going to talk about some realities and what it truly takes to wake up regularly and consistently day after day after day to orders in your sleep. So come on in and let me know where you are watching from. Come in, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and we will talk, we will chat, okay? So digital marketing is a skill set, is a highly paid skill set, right? Because I don't care who you are, if you have a business, if you are a politician, whoever you are, you want to get your message in front of as many people as possible. And the best way to get your message in front of as many people as possible is going to be some sort of marketing, right? And you might automatically say, well, public relations falls under marketing, okay? Marketing is the umbrella that it all falls under. Sales, advertising, promotions, public relations, investor relations, all of that, communications, that all falls under the umbrella of marketing. I know there are people out there, and I don't know where y'all get y'all information from, but I know there are people out there who say things like, oh, sales comes before marketing, and I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's absolutely not true, and whoever is saying that is not a true marketing professional, and they certainly didn't learn that from a marketing professional, because marketing professionals know that sales is a subset of marketing. Sales is after marketing. Marketing precludes sales. Marketing, people don't get sales degrees. I mean, well, you can, but really more so people get marketing degrees, and they might have some sort of emphasis or end up in a sales related career. But marketing itself is a highly paid skill set. And then when you add digital marketing to the mix, digital marketing is a very highly paid skill set. So what is digital marketing? It's very simple. It is marketing. Welcome, Wanza. Digital marketing is marketing your products and services digitally, right? It is using a digital means, internet, social media, email, way of reaching an audience and a community in order to be able to create a customer. It is marketing. It is bringing the right product at the right place at the right price to the right place through promotion digitally. That's what digital marketing is. So we talked about it when I was live earlier, that digital marketing is a skill set. It is not a product. It is not a business model. It is not an offer. So here in the middle we have digital marketing, right? DM, okay? So that can be email marketing, that can be social media marketing, that can be content marketing, internet marketing, online marketing, right? But digital marketing encompasses all of those because they are all performed digitally, right? And then so a lot of people will confuse digital marketing with affiliate marketing, right? Well, affiliate marketing can be done both digitally and not digitally. A lot of people don't know that, right? So a lot of retail establishments, even car dealerships, that is a form of like affiliate marketing, okay, to a degree, okay? So you can have affiliate marketing, and probably more than that little corner that I have, but affiliate marketing is going to overlap with digital marketing, because affiliate marketing, you can use digital marketing to supercharge your affiliate marketing, okay? I've been doing it for years. Wanda's on here, she's been doing it for years. Lots of people have been, and that's why a lot of people get confused and they think, affiliate marketing and digital marketing are synonymous when there are some differences, okay? Like I said, you do not have to do digital marketing in order to be successful at affiliate marketing. I think more and more so in 2024. But yeah, so you can do affiliate marketing offline, right? So you can go to a vendor fair and you can sell and you can talk about and you can promote affiliate products. Well, that's offline, right? And sometimes there's this hybrid where you may be offline, but then you still might take them to a website and give them your link and help them do their order right there while they're standing in front of you, okay? So there's like this hybrid, right? And then there is small and local business, okay? And small and local businesses, not all of them, not enough of them are utilizing digital marketing. So that is why it is a highly paid skill, because there is these markets out there of people that need you, that need help with their digital marketing. They need help with SMS text marketing. I didn't put that in here. SMS, that was really raggedy. SMS text marketing, right? They might need, back in the day, Foursquare. Like I was the mayor of my gym for a really long time at the time. I said at time, redundant, but you know what I mean. So I was the mayor of my gym because I checked in, and that gym actually grew their membership because of me. Because every time I checked in on Facebook, and I had only 2,000 friends at the time, and this was before things like professional accounts and a lot of the tools and resources that we have today, but I was spreading the word. I was free advertising for them every single time I checked in, okay? And so that is small local business marketing, but then there's that little overlap where digital, right? There was a local shoe store, okay? I always said if there was a fire, my kids, my books, and my shoes in that order is what I was going to try to get out with, okay? And well, shoes / purses, okay? And so there was a local shoe boutique that would always have the cutest shoes that you couldn't really find anywhere else, and some of them high end, right? And so when you would go in there, right by the cash register was a notebook. Now, this was in the early 2000s for the girlies. I know. So it was the early 2000s, and so there was a notebook, and you would put your email address in there so that they could email you discounts and specials and, clearance stuff, right? And so your name might actually make it into, your email might actually make it into their email service provider at some point. And you would, get like their newsletter. You would get their specials. Now, you don't see a lot of that today because of a couple things. Number one, privacy laws, right? Nobody wants their email just sitting out there, because what started happening, like even when you punch in your number for your little grocery store loyalty thing, there were people of a certain persuasion who were clocking you for that info and might call you, and we didn't like that. We felt violated, right? So privacy policies have kind of stopped that. The other thing is now people use things like, where does she go? How do I lose things so quickly? People use little things like this, and it's on this little kiosk. You know what I'm talking about? And they use something called Square, right? So a much smaller restaurant, and that they won't use like a large bank for merchant processing anymore. They will use Square, and so there's a little kiosk, and they turn it around, and there might even be a little reader where you can put your card in. And so one of the reasons they want to email you your receipt or SMS text message you your receipt is so that they now have a direct line to you. Now, most aren't taking advantage of that. And again, that is where a digital marketing skill set can make you some money, because you can, really first learn and hone your skill, and then you can go up and down the street, Main Street USA, and you can talk to businesses about, hey, you've got this list and you're not even utilizing it. You're leaving money on the table. Let me help you with some SMS marketing, text marketing campaigns, and email marketing campaigns, right? So when you go to the nail salon, right, and you pay, and then they keep track of it, right? They know that you don't want the paper receipt. Okay, they know that you want to get the text message. Well, they also should and could be sending you marketing campaigns, and many aren't even doing that. So there's opportunity there for you with digital marketing, and that's why digital marketing is a highly paid skill set. If you're picking up what I'm throwing down, double tap on the screen. Okay, if you have experienced any of this, if it's making sense to you, double tap on the screen, because I guarantee you, if you have left your home and you have been shopping, if you have been a part of your local economy in the last week, you have seen that there is opportunity for digital marketing. I mean, I know I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Between your nails, and in one day, I went down by the lake, and they have a little stand, and they have burgers and brats and fries and walking tacos, and they have live music. So I said on Sundays, that's gonna be my spot. I'm gonna go down there and I'm just gonna chill, right? And so I ordered my food and a drink and just chilled, right? And I got my receipt via email and via email. And so I hung out there for a while, and then the whole purpose for doing that was to go to the ice cream shop, because I'm a Sunday ice cream kind of girl. I like ice cream on Sunday evening. It's just, you know, it just feels very American to me. And I don't know, I've been doing it since my kids were little. We get ice cream, especially in the summer, not always in the winter, but definitely in the summer. We go get ice cream on Sunday. My daughter still does it with her kids, right? We go get ice cream on Sunday. It's just part of our little family thing, okay? So even if I'm by myself, I like to go get ice cream on Sunday evening. It helps me focus for the week. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I go there and I get a receipt from them too, right? And then there was one other place. There was a third place that I went to, all in the same day, and boom, 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 boom. All receipts from Square. And each one, not one has ever sent me a marketing campaign. So that is a digital marketing opportunity, right? So that's why it's called digital, because it's not just online. It's not just internet. It's anything digitally, okay? There's this new geofencing that will fall under digital marketing. So there's always new technologies. There's always new things, okay? So now we're going to move to e-com and drop shipping. I mean, do I really have to break that one down? I think that one's pretty self-explanatory, right? So, you know, like 60%, and I heard you're not supposed to say this name, but you know, the big A store, the big online place where we procure things from, and, you know, they show up on time, you know, it rhymes with time, but starts with a P, you know? They've got a big day coming up in a couple weeks here. Days, right? So that is e-commerce. That is drop shipping, right? You can set up shop with them. And 60% of the business that is done through them is regular, everyday, ordinary people, right? Every day I'm hustling, right? So e-commerce and drop shipping overlaps largely with digital marketing, okay? Social media marketing is in here. Network marketing and direct sales. Years ago, I was telling the girlies, email marketing, you guys need email marketing, you need funnels. And it wasn't until they figured out a way and they discovered a way that they could get paid 100% for selling you what I'd been telling you that I could help you with for years. For years, but back then they said, oh, you didn't need that because it was me telling you, and God forbid you buy something from me and they didn't get a cut, right? So network marketing and direct sales, baby, because if I had to constantly do 3 foot, that was a Freudian slip, 3 foot rule. If I had to, you know, only subsist off of hotel room meetings, and Tamira wouldn't have lasted as long as she did with direct sales and network marketing. I can tell you that right now. Because one thing about me, I'm bougetto, right? But I don't like manual labor, and I'm not knocking anybody who does it. It's just not for me. It is not my thing. So network marketing and direct sales has overlap with digital marketing. So digital marketing is a highly paid skill set. And I'm sure there are others out there, but this looks like some sort of chemistry thing, like an atom or a proton, the way I've circled it out. But all these where I filled in, that is where there is overlap and where you can use digital marketing to grow all of these other types of businesses. But what has happened is people, especially from this space, have come in and they've made you think that this is an entire industry on its own, that it is a business model, that it is a product, that it is an offer, right? Now, it can be a service. It absolutely can be a service, right? You can create an agency and you can go out to any segment of these and help them get their digital marketing in place. And the entire reason any of these want digital marketing is to grow and scale their business. Because remember, the whole purpose of a business, as Peter Drucker, who was like the godfather of modern management, has taught us all, is that the purpose of business is to create a what? A customer, right? And a lot of these businesses found, especially in recent years, just existing locally and opening up shop is not enough, that they need to be where the people are, right? Where the people are. They are on their phones, they are on their tablets, they are on their laptops. Even while they're in your physical location, that's where they are. And so digital marketing helps you integrate the fact that they are doing and transacting a lot by their phone, right? Like you can leave home without a wallet now and still transact business because of Apple Pay, because of Google Pay, where you can just hold your phone right up to the little card reader, okay? So that is digital marketing, and digital marketing is a highly paid skill set, okay? And because a lot of it is new, you don't have to have a lot of experience. You don't have to have even a college education. Do those things help? Absolutely, right? And if you don't have a college education, you're definitely going to need experience, okay? You're definitely not only going to need experience, you're going to need to show proof of what you can do, and that's both with and without a degree. So that is digital marketing. Digital marketing is a really cool and fun thing to be involved with, right? Because you can make things very interactive. Think about back when American Idol first rolled out and people would vote on who the next idol was, and they would vote each week on who got to stay and who was going home. That was, you know, earlier forms of digital marketing, okay? And so when people talk about the ability of wanting to make money in their sleep, you are going to need digital marketing in order to be able to make money in your sleep, okay? And so I'm hearing a lot of people who have digital marketing and digital products in their suite of offerings, yay! They're still saying they need more automations, and it's a little confusing to me because they have everything that they need. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what they're missing. Okay? So they already have everything that they need. They have the funnels, they have the automations, they have the things that they need, okay? So we're gonna come over here, or at the bottom, we're gonna write something, okay? We're going to write high converting offer plus traffic equals money in your sleep. Okay, so you need a high converting offer and you need traffic, right? So what I'm hearing a lot is I don't want to have to go live. Okay, so I come from the world of financial services, so I understand things like the seesaw with bonds and interest rates, right? As one goes up, the other one goes down, and that's why if you know what a seesaw is, I'm a child of the 70s. It's like there's a little triangle and there's a plank and it goes up and down. As one person goes up, the other person goes down. And that's what, you know, they teach you as far as bonds and interest rates. If bond prices go down, interest rates go up. And interest rates go down, bond prices go up. And so you can look all that up. You can go to Investopedia and you can look all that up. You can learn what a bond is. It's a financial instrument and it's safer than stocks. And, you know, it's almost the next best thing to like a money market, right? My children, you probably got bonds. Somebody gave you bonds, the $25 bond when you were a kid, and 25 years it doubled to $50. That's a bond, right? They're municipal bonds and blah, 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 right? And so when it comes to making money online, I want you to think about that seesaw, right? So here's a triangle and here's the seesaw, okay? Okay, so there it is, right? You are either going to spend your time or you are going to spend your money, okay? So when it comes to traffic, you are either going to spend your time going live and generating traffic, you're going to spend your time writing emails and generate traffic, you're going to spend your time creating content and generating traffic, or you are going to spend your money, on ads. Ads are paid traffic. And that's why y'all gotta stop listening to these people go, oh, I did so-and-so without any paid ads, right? Because when you hear paid ads, what I want you to think of, what I want you to turn that around. Welcome, Pamela. Welcome, Spicy Jamaican. Welcome, KMCG Lore. KMCG Glore. Okay? What I want you to do when you hear people talk about paid ads, I want you to replace the word ads with traffic. Okay? Because if you understand this formula that high converting offer plus traffic is going to equal money in your sleep, it equals profits, whether you're asleep or not, 24/7, 365. In order to do that, you need digital traffic. When it comes to online, right? You need digital traffic. Okay? And that traffic is either going to be paid, earned, or owned. Okay? PEO, paid, earned, or owned, okay? And what I want you to understand is it's not an either or, it is an and. It is an and. Same with over here. In the beginning, you're going to be spending more of your time building your business. And as you build your business and it begins to take off and get momentum and grow, in order to scale it, you're going to have to spend more of your money. Why? Because while both are limited resources, there's this thing called leverage. And you can leverage yourself using other people's money to buy more paid traffic, right? And at the same time, you're actually buying more of your time back, but that's a whole other discussion, okay? So I hope I'm not going a little too deep here. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. If you truly want to make money in your sleep on autopilot and make it predictable, the only way you're going to do that is by leveraging other people's time and also leveraging money in order to buy the traffic. Welcome, EB. Okay? If you truly want to make money in your sleep on autopilot, it's going to be a combination of leveraging other people's time, and that's where things like direct sales and network marketing come in. You're leveraging other people's time and efforts, and then also leveraging other people's other people's money by way of they give you money and you reinvest it. It's called reinvested earnings, right? Or you get credit, right? You get credit. You get some sort of business credit. You get grants and things like that. And you're not supposed to go buy watches and crab legs with that stuff. What you're supposed to do is put it into your business. And, like, so when people were getting the EIDL loans and getting, PPL or whatever was it that they did all that scamming and fraud with, they should have been investing in paid traffic, right? Because especially with like Facebook, I just did a Facebook ads masterclass on Saturday. Thank you for the likes. I just did a Facebook ads masterclass on Saturday, and that is one of the things that people are really learning right now with these social media platforms getting more, welcome Bellame, into the maturity stage of things. You really got to pay to play, and that's literally what pay to play means. To get that traffic, you gotta buy it, you gotta pay for the traffic, okay? And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, okay? Anybody teaching you, not really teaching you, but when you listen to them and they're influencing you and leading you to believe through their influence and their words and their action that it is a bad thing, it is because they don't know how to do it and they don't know how to do it effectively. That's really all it means. But advertising is not a bad thing. If advertising was such a bad thing, why do companies like McDonald's, Apple, Target, Walmart spend so much money on advertising each year? Okay, think about the Super Bowl. Would the Super Bowl even exist without the paid ads? That's really why they play that big game every year. Did you know that? It's because of the advertising revenue and the economic impact it has on the city that it is held in each year. Okay? Same with the Olympics every 4 years, right? It's a big, huge marketing thing. Yeah, the athletes, they win and they get their gold, but that also is a big business. Them, you know, when they win, okay? Yeah, back in the day, it used to be the big thing to get on the box of Wheaties. So paid advertising, if anybody, okay, so I'm gonna just tell you this. And I'm not telling you that you need to go out and run ads. What I'm telling you is right now, a lot of you just need to take, I know you want it. I know you want it. I get it. But you just need to pause and kind of be grateful for where you are and understand that right now you're in the time phase where you do have to invest your time. And I love the fact that you're thinking about the future and you want to get to the point where you are for predictable revenue that's going to come from paid ads. That's going to come from paid ads. Why? Because it's almost like you're signing a contract with the platform, right? So long as your creative is good, your copy is good, your targeting is good, they're kind of guaranteeing you a certain amount of traffic, okay? I want you to look at it like that. So like I said, when you hear people all talking about, yeah, I grew my business and I didn't pay for ads, number one, they're lying because they might not have paid the platform for the ad, but they went and they paid Bezos. You know who Bezos is, right? And I'm not talking about Kiss in Spanish, right? They went and paid Bezos and they bought a bunch of product and they went into a FB group, a Bookface group, and they did a bunch of promotions and giveaways. So just because they didn't pay MZ and his henchmen for the ad on Bookface, they still paid because they paid Bezos for all the merchandise that they are giving away. Double tap the screen if you're picking up what I'm throwing down. Okay, because a lot of people, you know, they know how to word things and really play on your emotion. And yes, I am a marketing queen pin. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership. I have double master's degree, marketing and finance, a bachelor's degree. I've worked for some of the biggest names in marketing, okay? But I'm still gonna always tell you the truth. I'm gonna always come here and tell you the truth. Thank you for the likes, Shalom. Okay, so understand that when they say they didn't pay for ads, they're lying to you. They did not do it all organically. They bought it, they just bought it a different way. Same with IG, right? Our good sister, rest in peace, Cece, the six-figure chick, she was always transparent about it. There are pages, and that's why everybody, not everybody, but a good chunk of people are really interested in creating faceless accounts because they can monetize them without going through MZ, Mosseri, and their henchmen. You picking up what I'm throwing down? They can monetize them without going through them, and they can do kind of like a peer-to-peer situation, meaning you and them work out a deal and you pay them and they post you and they do other things to give you that exposure to their curated audience that they've developed. That is still advertising, right? That is still very much advertising. It is not organic. It is paid because there was a financial remuneration. There was a financial transaction, okay? And so please don't ever, and I tread lightly when I say this because I'm not saying this from a place of I think I'm speaking above other people's heads. It's just something I've dealt with my entire life where I get accused of that. So I like to kind of offset that and let you know that I don't do that intentionally. That is me. That is how I speak. If I ever say a word and you don't understand it and you can't get it contextually, feel free to ask me in the comments, what was that word? What does that mean? And you can also, and I'm not being a jackass when I say this because I do it, there are still words that people say and I don't understand them and I go to Google and I look them up, okay? So don't ever feel like I'm doing that to intimidate you, but I also feel like we all can continually raise the bar, and that's how we all get better, okay? So, recap. If you want to make predictable money in your sleep, most of you are 90-some% of the way there, especially if you have DBA, which I do, okay? If you have DBA, you are 90-some% of the way there. But it's gonna take time, right? Because not with DBA. I'm thinking about like I have a mentor who has like 20,000 customers and has done over $1 million in digital products, templates that they've created with Canva, okay? With Canva and ads. there's this quote that goes something like, social media is the fire and ads are gasoline. Dame la gasolina, right? So think about that. What happens when you pour gas on the fire? Think about that, right? And that's what paid ads, and remember, ads are synonymous with what? Traffic. And traffic is one part of that equation to getting a predictable income from your online social media. Because when you are paying with your time, you are at the platform's mercy. If you want to grab the platform by the cojones, you pay them. And you still don't, have a whole lot of remuneration, right? But you have a much better chance, and you can test things and you can perfect them so that it does become predictable. This is not predictable and not as controllable. You have a lot more control and predictability with paid ads. I am not offering you paid ads. I am simply here doing what I do best, and that is spreading the good word of marketing, because it's what I do for 30 plus years. It's what I love. It's who I am. Okay? So when I hear you say, I've been doing DBA for a month, I've been a part of DBA for a month, and I am ready. I want money in my sleep. But you're already getting money in your sleep. But what I hear, because that's my thing, I'm looking at, what are you really saying? What do you really mean? What is the implication? And the implication is you want to wake up to a certain amount of money each and every day, and that only happens from scaling up your business with paid traffic. DBA stands for Digital Boss Academy. I have this up on my screen here, and it is a community of people who are starting a business with digital marketing, combined with individuals like myself, who we've all bought into this community. And this community contains a vault of digital products that are done for you that you can sell. But it also gives you a lot of the resources and education for you to be able to sell those products effectively, because it's not really about selling, it's really about serving, knowing who is it that you serve and how do you serve them with your digital products, right? So my audience is typically midlife women, elder millennials and midlife women who may still have children at home, who can also be empty nesters like myself, and are looking to create additional income to buy back more of their time. My ideal client usually isn't in a need money situation. They want to buy back more of their time. They want to scale back, and on the second lap of their career, they want to be able to pull back some and even retire. Like I have a sister who's 18 months younger than me. She wants to be retired by 55. So what strategies can they put into place now to monetize and be able to buy back some of their time and not have to work until they're 65, 70, or 80? That's my ideal client. How I serve them is they are higher educated, higher income individuals, typically, who have the money to invest in coaching and digital products to monetize something that they already know and excel at. So everybody's is going to be different, right? There are people who serve men. There are people who serve moms with young children at home. There are people who serve blended families. There are people who serve women who don't have children of their own, but they have bonus children. There's so many different ways that you can go with that, okay? So that's what Digital Boss Academy is. It's only $111. There's 2 volumes. Volume 1 contains like 300 different ready to sell templates. There's a Canva crash course done for you, captions. There's like 43,000 done for you reels, and faceless reels and non-faceless reels. So volume 1 on its own is a good $300 in value. When you join with volume 1, before volume 2 drops on July 2nd, you get volume 2 for free, okay? So volume 2 is going to be everything that comes in volume 1, and it's also going to include my baby, Pinterest. If you know me, you know I'm about that Pinterest, because why? Pinterest is a great source for organic traffic, right? And driving organic traffic to your owned blog, okay? Your owned traffic. That's traffic to places and real estate that you own, okay? And there's also going to be LinkedIn. There's going to be another faceless module, a men's module, Shopify, Printify, which is drop shipping. Remember we talked about e-commerce and drop shipping. There's going to be webinars. Let me blow this up just a little bit because I am 50, y'all, so my eyes, okay? Master Manifesting with Kenny Morgan, funnels in AI marketing. AI could be a whole other, let me minimize this here. AI could be a whole nother segment here, okay? AI definitely overlaps with digital marketing, okay? There's going to be advertising, right? So some of what we talked about tonight, paid ads, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, just because you might have the money doesn't mean you should always go straight to ads. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. You really want to have a high converting offer, and you want to be converting very highly organically. And that is why I'm going to stress to you, don't rush to ads just because you want to have the predictable income. You still have to work through the process. The joy is in the journey, okay? And so as you are really perfecting your offer, DBA alone is not necessarily the offer, because the offer still has to be tweaked and adjusted for your specific ideal client. This is a masterclass and I am gonna charge for it, okay? So you you have to really tweak it to fit your ideal client and communicate to them and use sales psychology and that to convert them. And you need to be able to do that organically before you start throwing money at it, especially with MZ and his henchman's platform, because they love to eat up your money and then they will even kick you off their platform. So organically is what really helps you perfect it, and then you're going to scale it from there. You got to have something to scale first, okay? I'm really throwing down tonight, okay? All right, so you're also going to get a module on advertising, taxes, and I'm going to caution you there, right? That it is not to replace legal advice. It is not to replace financial advice, tax advice. You still want to talk to those people, okay? Content that converts, DBA preview, MRR mastery, TikTok shop, UGC, that's user generated content, right? So that is you creating brands for content for brands, and they're paying you regardless of engagement. They're paying you regardless of sales. They're paying you merely to create the content, right? Become a travel agent, email marketing. There's going to be a Spanish module with French and German coming. A module on YouTube, stocks for beginner. Again, you still need to talk to actual licensed professionals. Okay, coming from that background, I'm going to stress that. Social media monetization, how to become a virtual assistant, selling digital products in Amazon KDP. Okay, let's blow it up because I didn't do the in-depth on volume 1 all the way. Okay, so we had stopped at 43 pieces of ready to go content. Branding course and bundle, which is the absolute bomb. How do I know? Because the girl who created it, guess what her last name is? Hamilton. She's a Hamilton too. And when you combine a Hamilton and marketing, baby, you cannot fail. Let me just tell you, okay? Branding course and bundle, the digital product starter kit, vendor list, 100 plus vendors, 100 content ideas and hooks, content to coins, ebooks, mini chat automations, marketing and branding expertise, video editing classes on CapCut, personal and business guidance, blueprints for six-figure digital products, Airbnb business kickstart, strategies to secure 100K in funding, professional website templates, a thriving community and tech support, 24/7 express inquiry removal guide, that's something to do with credit, comprehensive guides on business structure, exclusive lenders list, and mindset mastery, okay? So here's what I want you to understand. DBA is not a master's degree in digital products. DBA is like it's like a 2-year associate degree, or the first 2 years in a 4-year accredited university where your major is undeclared, okay? When your major is undeclared, it's your prereqs. It's your things that everybody has to take regardless of their major. But there are still things in there that you can actually, explore, right? It is great for the newbie to explore, right? It is great for the seasoned professional, the veteran like myself, to go in and fine tune and modernize their skill set. Okay, so DBA is a powerhouse. It is a great entryway into the world of digital products and creating an additional income stream. I'm not going to sit here and tell you quit your job and become a digital product broker. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm also not here to say just buy this course and just sell this course. That is an option, and you grown. You can do what you want to do, because I might can whoop you, I might not, but I'm not even interested in that. Okay, you grown. Okay, but you don't, what I would recommend is getting in, and I give my people a learning path. I give them, everybody needs to go through these modules. Beyond that, feel free to explore and figure out what it is you want to do with your business, because it's your business. It's your business. Okay, so DBA volume 2 was set to launch tomorrow, but here's the thing, we want to launch it properly. So the launch has been moved to July 2nd, so we can better educate you, get you more time. You can join today, and you can get it, both volumes, for only $111, because when it launches on July 1st, it's going to be $333 for both. Okay, so you get early access, and you can get access to both. You won't get volume 2 access right away, but I don't know, but you'll get early access to it compared to everyone else, and you can secure it. You can secure the bag for only $111. Okay, for only $111. You want to do that while I'm live, go to the link in my bio and click that third button. Okay, this is an incredible deal. The community is absolutely insane, right? Like when I joined last Thursday, I believe, there were like 26 or 2,800 people in the community. It should be at 4,000 now. So we're going to take a look, and we are going to check live. Tell me, Shalom, what do you do? What's your current area of focus? What do you do? You guys double tap that screen if you are getting, and thank you for the follow, Shalom. Okay, so let's go into the community and let's see how many members we are at. It was just under 4,000 when I checked earlier today. These lights, and I got windows open, they really attract little bugs, little mosquitoes and that. So just waiting for this to load up. $3,967. Okay, DBA launched with volume 1 in early May, so it has grown from 0 to 3,967. 3,900. You're a tech enthusiast, so you can create ebooks and digital products on tech, right? I love to Google how to do things. Like my MacBook, like my old one that only had 250 some gig. I was forever Googling how to get rid of stuff off of my Mac to clear up space. So that's what I would look at is, you know, you're a tech enthusiast. What specifically do you know better than anybody else with tech? And I would want to create digital products. I would want to create content and an account all around that, right? So if it's, like I said, if you know MacBooks or Mac products better than anyone else, you would become like the go-to person for that. If you know Android better than anybody else, what are the questions that people are always asking about Android that you can answer, or Samsung Galaxy, right? Because I'm the person that, you know, with my device, I'm just going to Google it. How do I do this? I'm trying to get this off of my home screen. How do I delete this off of my home screen, right? And so, you know, you want to create content around that, and you want to create digital products to serve that market, right? And if you have a certain role in tech, or, you know, like AI, I would consider AI right now is huge, right? So you can write books on AI, you can create content around AI, and you can really even niche it down because AI is just very general. There's a lot going on with AI right now. There are people making a killing with AI newsletters and marketing newsletters right now. I know, because it's what I'd spend the first few hours of my morning doing, is reading that stuff. So what you would want to do is you would want to get in and you would want to go through the module on setting up your store, millionaire mindset, TikTok, CapCut editing, and Canva editing, along with building a bomb brand, because that is where you would want to start, is really positioning yourself, because you know that you know all of these things. There are certain people in your network, in your circle, who may know, but you want to cast a wider net. And so what you would want to do is be creating content to attract the people who are looking for that. I can give you an example, right? So like, I went through creator search insights on TikTok, and I found an area of content that there was a lot of search for and not enough content. And people are still like looking all day, every day, for how to see who viewed their profile on Instagram, not understanding that that's a TikTok thing. Instagram doesn't show you that, and has never shown you that, and is not going to show you that, okay? And so that's basically what I wound up saying in my video, and there were people who thanked me for that. But then there are, and I'm not saying do this, but there are those accounts that, they promise to help you get your account back if Instagram shuts you down, for example. They promise these other techie things, and sometimes a lot of those are scam. But that's just an example. There might be something or some service that you really can offer to people and help them, like Instagram insurance has been a thing in the last couple of years, right? Helping you protect your account in case you get hacked or you get shut down. That is a valid thing. That's not a scam. So, without knowing more specifics, because tech enthusiasts can cover a breadth of things, that's what I would say, is like, you can definitely create ebooks. You could create a whole YouTube channel, and you could monetize a YouTube, right? And so volume 2 is going to have that YouTube strategy in there, and it's also going to have social media monetization. And this is real quality content. It's not a master's degree level, but is more than enough to get you started and get you pointed in the right direction, right? Because some of this stuff is still so new. You are still going to be finding your way, and you're going to be the one coming up with the frameworks and doing the work, for volume 3, right? And leading people down the next direction, because this stuff, as you know, with tech, it changes frequently and fast, right? It changes frequently and often, is what I mean to say. So, but that was a good question. What other questions can I answer for you? While you do that, I'm going to pull up some of the, look and see what wins are there, because people share their wins in the group, okay? So someone had a late night sale. These late night sales feel really good. It's 9:01 p.m., just got another sale. DBA is the boss, okay? And this is what I mean. Right now, we are still in momentum. We're not even in momentum, to be honest with you. We are way over here in the corner. We're way over here in the corner. The money is to be made. Where's my marker? The money is made in momentum, right? That is where the money is made. And we're still kind of down here. We're still in the we're not even 60 days through. So we are not even in momentum yet, right? And so, the scaling and the growth has to happen organically, is what I'm saying. The only way to beat that is with big budgets. I mean, like McDonald's money. I mean, like Walmart money, Target type size budgets, right? And if we don't have that, our option is we've got to put in the time. That's the whole point of that diagram, right? Most of us do not have, really don't know any of us that truly have the budget that it would take. Like, mentors that I have spend upwards of like $500,000 on Facebook ads a year. And that's how they make millions in dollars. But they spend $300,000, $500,000. It wouldn't even surprise me in like 2024 if some are even spending $700,000, right? And most people don't have that type of budget to really and truly create that predictable income where they can say, okay, if I spend this much on ads, I can pretty much within a certain error of margin, expect to make Y amount of money. Because that's really what you're doing with ads. And it takes a lot of trial and error. And most people, just like at the casino, don't have really that much money to play with and just not ever see it again. Most people just really don't have that. And so to get there, we have to really, truly spend the time. We have to put the time in. Because you're either going to pay with your time, you're going to pay with your money, you're going to, and in this case, intention really isn't even the currency that you're going to pay with. Okay? So, the late night sale. Okay. Made $222 on my first day, 6 hours ago, Tony. So 2 today to my customers that was already with me through the Legacy Builder program. This is a great added bonus training and the pre-game contents to what we are already promoting. So that's what I was telling you. It is like your first year in undergrad when your major is not declared, right? You're going to have your electives, but you're also going to spend most of your time studying the fundamentals, the things that everybody has to go through in order to get that degree, right? And or it's like your 2-year degree, right? And so your first year in a 2-year program may be more on still the fundamentals and the things that are really preparing you for the 4-year program, right? Like my sister and I both graduated and actually from the same college, and we even attended at the same time, right? She was a year behind me in high school. I went straight to 4 years. She went to a 2-year program, but she still got out in 4 because the schools collaborated and her credits from the 2-year were able to transfer to the 4-year, right? And so that first 2 years, everybody's not ready for 4-year, right? And she has a very successful career, career over 20 years in HR and is very well respected in her industry. She also has multiple master's degrees, right? And so, but she went to a 2-year college, right? Because she wasn't the student that I was all the way up until high school. She was, thank you for the love, lady. She wasn't the student. She wasn't on that pre-college track like I was from pretty much day one. But she still has done very well, and it's because she went to a 2-year school and then to the 4-year. And so that's what DBA is. DBA is that 2-year track, whether it's in a 2-year school or a 4-year school. It's that time period where your major is not declared. You're learning the fundamentals, and then you're exploring. You're dabbling in a little of this, you're dabbling in a little bit of that. Or you can even be continuing ed and returning student, right? I would be continuing ed. I'm continuing my ed, but I'm not going for that another master's. I'm not going for a PhD at this point. I'm not even going for another certification. I'm just looking to get better at TikTok. I'm just looking to get better at Canva, right? I'm looking to serve a new market and diversify my income streams. That's why I'm here, okay? I'm always going to be for the underdog. So anything I can do to be a part of serving the underdog in an underserved market, I am going to. And like I told somebody else last night, some of these other people, they're not telling y'all the whole truth. They're not going to ever tell you the whole truth because they just not, right? And so I wanted to be a part of a community like me. And so here we are. Okay, and I love this community. It is a awesome community. Okay, so Tony made $222, $600 in 1 hour. I posted about DBA today at noon and made 6 sales within the first hour. I achieved this by going live on YouTube and TikTok. On YouTube and TikTok. Remember, I've been talking to y'all about my syndication strategy. Okay, about my syndication strategy, right? And sharing this exceptional product with an even more exceptional price point with my current audience. If this is day 1, I can't wait for day 30, 60, and 90. And this is what I'm talking about, the transparency, the honesty with my existing audience. So this person already had an audience. Please don't come in and compare your chapter 0 to someone else's chapter 2, or in my case, chapter 32. Right? It's apples and oranges. And even with my 32 years in, I did not make a sale the first day, mainly because I was going through the program. I mean, I liked everybody and I liked what I saw, but I had to go through them contents, baby, and make sure those contents were up to the Tamira standard to share with her audience, because I don't just attach my name to just anything. And baby, They did not disappoint. Did not disappoint. Okay, so you know, it's a great program. I wouldn't be a part of it if it weren't a great program. But no, like I said, if you want predictable income in your sleep, everybody has to start at the same place, right? I had 30 years in marketing when I joined DBA. I still had to make that first $111 like everybody else. The people who have $12,000 and $13,000 in, and you know, Brooklyn, who created it, is at like $80,000 in sales. She had to make the first $111 like everyone else, and the time it takes to make that first $111 is going to be dependent upon your time, talent, influence, and your current network, audience, and community, right? And there's still this thing called luck and randomness. That happens too, okay? So this is not about a race to make your first sale. This is about preparedness. The race is not given to the swift. It is given to the one that endureth to the end. It is a marathon. It is not a sprint, okay? It is actually a relentless marathon of redundancy, because remember, you're either going to spend your time or you're going to spend your money to get the traffic. And if you try to bypass this time and go straight to paid, you're going to be throwing a lot of money out of the window, because you don't have enough, how do I say this? You don't have enough proven experience. And that's not about you, your education level, or anything. When I say experience, I mean with the offer to the right audience and the right message and the right creative and all of that. That takes time. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. She had to get me to 1,000 real quick. Thank you. Okay. That takes time. That takes effort. That takes testing. But it does not mean that in the meantime, there are people who, everybody right now in DBA, including Brooklyn, is still in the time phase. Nobody should be paying ads right now for DBA. There are ads that you can run, but you would need to talk to someone like me to guide you and direct you, okay? You would want to be running like brand awareness, but they're not ads that you would get a return on. And so if you don't have the money to play that game with, thank you for sharing. You want to be putting in the time, right? Strategically, you ain't got to do it all day, every day. And there's ways to work smarter, not harder. But to get that predictability, it takes time. It just takes time. There's no circumventing it. There just is not. And honestly, I would be truly, truly careful without having expert guidance and advice, running Facebook ads, running, I didn't mean to say that, book face, and paid traffic on a lot of these platforms, because y'all might be saying the wrong things. You don't want to be, oh, MRR and resale. Do not run an ad saying those words. You're going to get shut down. You are going to get shut down so quickly. Okay? You don't want to do that. Okay? So the better thing to do is to really perfect your messaging, perfect your audience, perfect your creative, and get it down to a science, and then scale it up. Because that's what ads are for. It is to scale up. It takes big budget. It takes big skill set in order to go directly to ads and create the market. You're better off to create the market. In political terms, they call it grassroots, right? You want to create it at the grassroots level and organically. And that is what Brooklyn has done and continues to do with DBA. And so we all just have to continue to do our part over here and spend the time. And that is where the revenue will come from, the momentum, the interest, the brand recognition to scale up, okay? Because it takes a high converting offer, and DBA is a high converting offer, because your girl was out here every night talking about a high converting offer in traffic, a high converting offer in traffic, a high converting offer in traffic. And she kept seeing about DBA, and I was like, Tamira, that's a high converting offer. Time to acquire it. And so I did. And so here I am a part of the community, okay? So high converting offer plus traffic equals profits, right? To get it to become money in your sleep. That is a numbers game. Say it with me. It is a numbers game. It is about predictability. And you either got to spend a lot of money to figure out that predictability, or you got to spend a lot of time, or some combination of the two. And if you are going to dabble in paid traffic, you really need to either be having enough money to pay somebody who knows what they are doing, or have a big enough budget, but you also are going to need some skills and experience to know what you're doing. And by the way, because there's always somebody in the room, not this room though, but there's always somebody in the room who loves to think that they know Facebook ads, and what they're really talking about is a boosted post. And that is not what we're talking about here. Boosted posts are not going to scale up your business. They're not. You got to run real ads. Boosted posts do not scale up your business. They get you engagement. It's an engagement campaign, and you can't take engagement to the bank, right? Engagement definitely has its role, but you can't take it to the bank. So what questions do you have about DBA? What questions do you have about digital marketing? I won't answer a lot of questions on paid traffic, because that's deep. That's a paid conversation. You can book a strategy session for $4.97 at the link in my bio, or you can just go to info at the link in my bio and text me, and we can set something up. But that would be at minimum a paid strategy session, and even a half-day session, because just because you want to talk about ads don't mean you're ready to talk about ads. We might need to really work on your ideal client and defining your ideal client. We might really need to work on your content first, okay? So just keep that in mind. I don't really want to do a lot of talk about Facebook ads, okay? So we went through what is in volume 1, what is in volume 2. We went through, I showed you some of the wins that people are getting. Wanza has a course. She bought it from me yesterday. I have made several sales. I'm even still selling the AI traffic generation system. Had sales of that in my sleep last night. So the digital marketing thing definitely works, right? And I think for some of us right now, we just have to exercise just a wee little bit of patience, right? The race is not given to the swift, but to the one that endures to the end. And Wanza, you can correct me on that and say it the way that it's supposed to be said, because I'm paraphrasing. But it's basically a marathon. It is not a sprint, and in fact, it is a relentless marathon of redundancy. It's Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Day. It's getting up day after day and doing the same thing over and over again. And first of all, I applaud so many of you, because I see y'all and y'all inspire me. That's why I wanted to be a part of this community. Y'all work it like a job. So you are a huge part of the way there, and you don't even know it. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't put the cart before the horse, as the old people used to say. None of us really knew what that meant, but I kind of could pick it up contextually and visualize it. But you're a lot better off than you think you are. You're doing a lot better than you are if you are selling it. Do you know how many people go historically with products and they don't make a sale for months and months and months? And there are people, multiple people, I don't care if it even took you a month to make your first sale, baby, celebrate that, because that is not something that happens a lot. And with a program that you get 100% of the profit, so Shalom, you join DBA through my link, I get 100% of the profit, but your first sale, I don't get anything on that. I get zero. Once you buy the course, it is yours to sell, and all money that is made off of it is yours to keep. I get nothing off of that. So with your first sale, you break even, right? That was like the first week or two, the first few chapters in the was it micro econ for business or whatever in my master's program, was calculating break even, right? This is really easy to calculate break even. You don't need no formula. You just need common sense. If you pay $111 and you get 100%, and you sell it for $111, guess what? Guess how many units you need to move to break even? 1. You only need one, okay? If you sell it for $222, not only when you sell one do you break even, but you are now in the black by 100%. Where else can you do that? And it's legit. And you're not risking wearing orange in the county blues and all that, right? In the county, right? In the state facilities. Okay? So those are things to think about. I always tell you, I am not in the business of convincing a single solitary person. I am here out of my love and passion for marketing, combined with helping 100 families make their first $1,000 online. That's all I really care about. That is why I am here, right? There are a lot of people online who got all kinds of opinions, and they make snap judgments, and they make their little TikToks, and they see one little piece of content and they think they got it all figured out. They don't know what else I'm working on and what else I'm doing. And the same for you. You cannot spend your days worried about what other people on the internet think and what they have to say about what you do, okay? Because I will tell you, I had over 20 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience when I first got into digital marketing. And there were members of my family that I didn't speak with for 7 years because they had such a big concern about what I did with the education that I paid for, right? And all the years and time of my life I spent working in corporate America for bad jobs and bad bosses, and it was literally killing me. Literally killing me. So I had to make the decision what was right for me and my family. And as I said on the podcast, because yes, you can Google me, baby. You can look me up on iTunes. You can look me up on Spotify. You can look me up on LinkedIn. The thing speaks for itself. And as I said on that podcast, I was right. In the end, I was right. Because you know what? Today, my daughter, her job, they didn't have to work because there was an air conditioning problem and it would be unsafe for them to work. So I got to spend the afternoon with my daughter. We got to drive down to Illinois, and we went and had dinner, and she got new tires on her car, and we just sat and we talked and laughed and talked and laughed for the entire afternoon, just one-on-one mommy time, her and me. This is the child that I felt got the short end of the stick when she was younger, because I was a career woman. I had her a year after I graduated from undergrad, and I was building my career to give her a better life, to give her a better start in life. And now I get to make it up to her when she says, hey, we're going to go to lunch tomorrow. And I said, okay, the only thing I have tomorrow is a Zoom, and after that, I'm all yours. And we were together from like 1 until like almost 7 o'clock today. Why was I able to do that? Because I build my businesses online digitally. That's why, because I can work my business from anywhere. That also means that if I spent that afternoon with her and I've got DBA launching, I might be on here live until midnight, 1 o'clock, or I might be up writing emails. I was, working on some sales funnels in that before, we left for the afternoon. But digital marketing is what allows me to do that. My digital marketing skill set, I gotta stress that, because digital marketing is not a product, it is not an offer, it is not a business model, right? It is a skill set, okay? I broke it down, I showed you. It is a skill set that supports other business type models, right? So you can be an esthetician, small and local business, and benefit from digital marketing. Okay, digital marketing is a skill set, just like accounting is a skill set. Okay, there these women out here, and they're in the network meetings, and everybody's introducing themselves. Yes, my name is Karen, and I'm in digital marketing. Who do you help, and how do you help them, Karen? Who do you help, and how do you help them, right? I love to help the mid-career, the seasoned career professional free herself from the shackles of corporate slavery, to buy back her time, because that's my story. I just told you. I bought back my time so I could be available for my baby on a Tuesday afternoon and she wants to go hang out with her mama. Right? I wanted my grandson to go, but I respect it, and I understand that she's still my baby and she doesn't have kids, and sometimes she just wants her mama. So I said, I would love for grandson to go, but if you just want time with your mama, and she was fine with grandson going, he just was busy. But I'd let her know, if you just want time with your mama, just one-on-one, we can do that. If not, I would love to take grandson with us, because I know he gonna give me a hard time when he find out where we're going. Okay, so that's my story, and that is who I am here to help. Women like me who had to make certain sacrifices for their children during their children's childhood. And if you know my story, my grandparents were a tremendous help to me being able to have a career and provide my children with the life that they had. And when my daughter was pregnant in her early 20s with my grandson, I said, it's my turn. I'm going to continue the family legacy. I'm going to continue the family tradition. I don't want my baby going to daycare. I don't want my baby being around other people's nasty kids and their germs, right? I want him to be with me. And he split time between me and his paternal grandfather. And that's when I really got my hustle on with my digital marketing to create the income and the lifestyle to be able to do that. And so that is who I am serving. The mama, the grandma, the glamma, as we call ourselves, who wants to buy back her time to be with either her children that she still has at home or her grandchildren. And at the root of it, it is because I truly believe that by doing so, we improve our society. I really, truly believe that, right? That children who have a home to return to after they leave school, and they return to a loving family member, and they're, like I always say, because my grandparents from the South, so my kids got out of school and there was rice still on the stove in a bowl from breakfast. Y'all know what I'm talking about? There were sausage links in a bowl. That's what they came home and ate after school until grandma made dinner, right? It allowed me to be able to travel. And so it's just really important to me, because I know there are other women out there who want that. And you know what? Some don't. And that's great. They might want to spend more time traveling. They just might not want to work until 72. All of my parents retired early. They didn't want to work until they died. They wanted to enjoy some of that time. My dad is probably the healthiest he's been in a really long time, because he's not ready to go. Okay? And so that's who I serve. And so it's not I do digital marketing. No, I help clients get traffic to be able to grow their business, grow and scale their business, right? I help my clients buy back their time, which is why, the ultimate why of why they want to scale their business and grow their business, right? And so on the low end, I have DBA at $111 for volumes 1 and 2, but you gotta order it. You gotta join now, okay? You gotta join now, right? I've seen people are taking the price up to $178. So while I'm still here live, I'm keeping it at $111, because I'm not going to go to $178. I'm going to go to $222. Okay. So if you want it, again, I ain't in the business of convincing nobody, because I got to convince you to join. I got to convince you to not refund, and because there are no refunds, right? I got to convince you, to quote unquote stay. And I'm not in the business of convincing people. That's not alignment for me. That's frustration. That's overwhelm. I don't like my life. So I'm not going there. 2 places I'm not going is back and forth with anybody. Okay? So I'm not in the business of convincing you. Only go to the link if it's what you really want to do. But I also want you to consider this. I'm looking around here. I've spent $111 on a lot of things, and very few of them were me investing in myself to generate and create a 6 or 7 or even 8-figure income. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna leave you with that. You spent $111 on Starbucks in a month. For some of y'all done spent that, on bottles at the club, on dinner, right? You spent $111 on things that did not bring you the ability to create a 6 or 7-figure income. And I'm not gonna shame you. I'm not gonna down talk you for what you do with your money. You work for it. All I'm saying is the decision to spend $111 to be able to learn how to create a 6 or 7 figure income is not as difficult or as intense as some of y'all want to make it, because you've made snap decisions and spent. I mean, like, when I found out, and my baby was one of the first to wear soft bottom Nikes back in the day, back in the 90s, the late 1900s. But when I found out how much Yeezys cost these days, and y'all hemming and hawing over $111 to learn a highly profitable skill set, and you can Google it, you can Google, is digital marketing a high paid skill? And you will see article after article telling you that it is. That's why I ain't going back and forth with nobody about it. And I ain't getting on no Zoom calls about no $111 either. Because I know my people, and I know what we spend $111 on without blinking and batting an eye. Right? And I ain't in the business of convincing nobody. I mean, because I got a Coach factory up in here. Everywhere I turn, it's something Coach. It's Coach wallets, Coach purses, Coach book bags, Coach. It's basically like a Coach outlet store up in here. A Coach resale shop up in here, right? Coach shoes. Coach, right? So, you know, like I said, but the reason I always bought Coach was because I knew it lasted. I got tired of buying Payless purses, and they last for 6 or 8 weeks because your girl was hard on the purse, especially in college. Between books and diapers and bottles and all of that, I could tear a purse up. And so when I got the means, I started investing in Coach, and I think I still have a Coach from the late 1900s. My daughter even used to carry it to high school sometimes, right? So I'm not knocking that. I will never shame you for what you choose to do with your money. I'm just telling you the decision to invest in yourself at the rate of $101 for at least $555 worth of information that can help you to generate a 6 or 7 or even 8 figure income is nothing. It's literally nothing. And I don't know why, and I'm not speaking to anyone here directly, I'm just speaking in general overall. As long as I've been in this industry, in this, you know, space, I've seen a lot of people make a mountain out of a molehill when it comes to investing the money in themselves. They act like, you know, they got to go through God and Congress to get the funds approved, and it's $111. It's $111. I know some of y'all go to Starbucks every day, and that's your business. But just like you can decide to go to Starbucks every day, you can also decide to spend $111 in order to be able to put yourself in a position to generate a 6 or 7 figure income. Because that's what we mean when we say it's an investment. You're spending $111 one time. You're getting volumes 1 and 2, and you're learning marketable skill sets that are in high demand. Digital marketing skill set is a high converting offer. If you're really picking up what I'm throwing down, digital marketing skill set is a high converting offer. And just by the mere fact of going live regularly and consistently, you are going to generate traffic, and people are going to start showing up in your inbox and your comments. Right? And if you're not ready to start coaching and consulting, you have a course, done for you course and community by way of DBA that you can sell them, and you can get 100% of the profits. Because as of July 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is going to be $333 for volume 1 and 2. Tonight, you can get volumes 1 and 2 for $111. And by the way, you can actually get started with $27 by way of Klarna. $27 down, and you can get started by way of Klarna. So all you have to do is go to the link in my bio, and you're going to click that third button. It's a very quick, easy, and painless checkout process. Okay? And once you've done that, come back here and let us know that you've joined so that we can welcome you. It has happened on numerous calls. We will celebrate you. We will welcome you. You will also get an email, and you need to follow the instructions in that email. When you enroll, you want to make sure to double and triple check the spelling of your email, and you want to use a valid email, because without that, you will never get the email with the instructions in order to get access to the community. And that access to the community, I'm always transparent, can take up to 24 hours. It usually happens a lot sooner than that, okay? But if you put the wrong email in there, ain't no refunds. That's no reason to request a refund, especially when all you got to do is reach out to me and I can get it rectified. However, because it does require you sending your receipt in order to get access to the app and the platform where everything is housed digitally, you need to use the appropriate email address, and it needs to be the right spelling, and it needs to be a valid email address. But there are no refunds on digital products. So if you are a person who likes to buy stuff and then play victim and return it, don't even bother. Don't bother. Don't bother. Because I ain't gonna lie, in rare escalated cases, I'm gonna give you your money back. I'm gonna block you because I don't need that kind of energy in my life. And you can never buy another thing from me. You will be blacklisted from entering my email list and my space ever again, because I do not need that kind of energy in my life. That is not being mean. That is not being evil. That is not being petty. That is just for real, because the disclosures are everywhere that there are no refunds. And I'm even sitting here repelling you and discouraging you. Do not buy my product if that is you. This is not for you, okay? And in fact, if you want a free sneak peek at DBA, all you have to do is go to the link in my bio, and either the third or the fourth button there, you can get a sneak peek. I set that funnel up today. I just remembered. I set that funnel up today before I went and hung out with my daughter, okay? So you can go to the link in my bio, and I'm gonna show you here because I'm gonna pull it up. It is the second button. I moved some things around. It is the second button to get a free look. You know what a free look is. You get a sneak peek to see what is inside. And then the second button, you can go directly to it and you can order. So if this is your first time here, I understand you might not be ready and willing to buy just yet. You know, I just might not have, you know, created the trust with you so far. And that's fair. I understand. But if you've been here, or, you know, I hate to use the word impulsive. I can be a very decisive person. I know a good thing when I see it, and I will just jump in, okay? And so if that is you, you are also welcome to join. You know, just like I said, there are no refunds. So just remember that. And we don't even need to keep talking about that, because we're not creating that kind of energy. We're not living in that space, okay? So what questions, what additional questions? Welcome, Juicy. Welcome, Maddie. You know, sometimes it's hard to see this stuff. Maddie Kelly. So what other questions do you have about digital marketing that I can answer for you? You can really narrow down the top things people hire me for with digital marketing, and I have clients who've paid me $5,000, $7,000 a month on retainer, is email marketing, setting up their automation. I'm not really a tech person. Welcome, Dave. What I am is a strategist, right? So together with a team, I can get the tech and all of that set up. What I'm more so concerned about is like this. Like I was mapping out, I map out funnels. I map out, you know, the flow, how people should move through a system, right? And what emails, what email marketing strategy we're going to use, right? Because that's one of those things I do have a certification in, is in email marketing. And so, you know, like you can see some of my notes here, you know, content strategy. This is a content strategy map. So those are the things that people, you know, hire me to do with them or for them, right? And so a half-day VIP session with me to sit down and map out buyer's journey before and after, who it is that you serve, you know, can start at $1,500 and go up from there. A full day is, you know, a good $3,000 to just for a full day on Zoom or in person, you can come to me, because it would be more for me to come to you, $3,000, and we sit down and we really map out. We take breaks, but we map out, we can do, a lot of times I start with an audit for $500, $750, depending on how many platforms, and we audit, and then from there we move into a strategy and a plan. And what people don't know, I give my plans away at a steal for a couple $1,000s. A good content marketing strategy and plan, the way that I do them, you're looking at typically at minimum $5,000 to $7,500. Okay, you owe me for the years, not for the minutes. I am the living epitome of that. Okay, so what additional questions do you have? DBA, Digital Boss Academy, we're not even in momentum yet. Let me look here. Just in the last 48 hours, the way this community has grown, like earlier today, we were at like 32, maybe 3,400, and we're at pretty much 4,000 now. Responding to a client who wants to move into her group sessions. Okay. Okay. I've missed you. Okay, so DBA is only going to get bigger from here, and now is the time to get in. We are not even in momentum yet. We're not even in momentum. Like, I am so excited for this summer and the opportunity. It is insane. The quickest way to make that first sale is to go to your existing market and your network. And some people are going to find that might be a dubious task. They may not support you, and that is fine. You still have the tools to create the audience and the community in order to get there. There are people who have no experience who are doing it. There are people who, it's just good for all levels, is what I'm going to say. Anyone and anybody can do this if you come in and you are willing to do the work, both internally and the work that is the work itself. But there is also internal work that needs to be done, okay? That internal work is the mindset stuff, and there is a mindset module. There is a mindset module in volume 1, and they actually do daily prayer calls Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, mindset is gonna, you will never, your income will seldom surpass your personal development. And that is your number one income producing activity, is your personal development. So, we welcome you into the community. It's at 111. It's only $111 for volumes 1 and 2. You want to join now before it gets crazy. Before it gets crazy, because it's going to get crazy right before July 1st. I told y'all last week growth was going to be insane as we got closer to the 19th. Here we are on the 18th, and the number of people that have become a part of the DBA community is wild and growing. And we just learned in the last 24 hours that we're going to drop the volume 2 on the actual 1st. And so it's just going to get bigger. It's like a snowball going downhill. It's going to get bigger and bigger. And you have a decision to make. Are you going to stay on the sidelines? Are you going to continue to watch everybody else get paid? Because every time you stop the scroll, you're paying a toll, right? We went through the lane to go down to Illinois today on the tollway. That center lane, you have the little sensor in your car and you go through. We paid the toll, right? And the way you pay the toll on these social media apps is when you stop that scroll, your attention gets everybody else paid. Your attention gets the creator paid, it gets the brand paid, and it gets TikTok paid, even if it is TikTok Shop, because they get 8% of every sale that goes through TikTok Shop. Say that 5 times, right? So everybody is getting paid but you. When you think about it, that makes you what? The product, right? So you can pay the toll with your attention when you consume, or you can bring down your consumption and increase, thank you for sharing, and increase your creation and get paid, right? Like, I've been at this for a really long time, like since 2013. And by the way, even with double master's degrees, I had to really invest in my time and money in learning digital marketing, okay? And one of the things I can tell you is that my digital marketing skill set has been my old faithful throughout the last 10 years, as I've been through affiliate marketing and direct sales, and I get mad at one company, I'm honest, and stop promoting them and market something else, or it just no longer serves me, is really what it boils down to. My digital marketing skill set has not failed me, and it attracts more people to me than anything else. And that is why I lead with it, because it is my gift, it is my purpose. You probably have figured that out just by listening to me tonight. I had a conversation with my daughter today, and she basically was kind of eating a little bit of humble pie and letting me know, like, yeah, I get it now. I get it now. She must have been listening and watching some of my lives, but she gets it now. I mean, she always knew her mama was that girl. She always knew that. Both girls know that. They know their mom is mad talented and gifted, and, you know, from their grandma to their auntie, they come from that girl women. They know that. They know who they are. They know what they come from, but still, right? So digital marketing, it's how you get paid in your sleep. Even if it's not predictable, you're still getting paid in your sleep. I got paid in my sleep. I woke up to orders, right? And I don't just wake up to orders from AI Traffic Generation System, Pen Profits Mastery, Next Gen Masterclass. I still get paid on affiliate products in my sleep. I still make sales on products that I no longer actively promote. And I make sales all around the world. It's that time of year. Them fireworks, baby. Them fireworks. Like, what? So, digital marketing is a highly paid skill set. You will never be broke again another day in your life when you learn digital marketing, and everyone needs to learn digital marketing. And I will die on the hill. I ain't ready to die, but I'm just saying, I firmly believe everyone needs to learn digital marketing in some form or capacity. Like I said, I get paid top dollar to write emails and set up email sequences because I know it better than most people. I am very good with email marketing, and you most of the time wouldn't even know that from social media. Most people would say, they would refer me for social media marketing. They have no idea what I do behind the scenes with email, unless they're on my email list, right? I'm pretty badass when it comes to email marketing, right? Video marketing. I've been the queen of video marketing and webinars for years. For years. That's actually where I started, was video marketing, and that's how I got good with emails, because it was all about increasing registrations and conversions via email. Okay, so let me know what questions you have for digital marketing. You can get it at $111. I'm probably going to be taking the price up to $222, maybe even before the end of this call. So if you want to get joined at $111, you get volumes 1 and 2 for that low price. Volume 2 and volume 1 combined will be at minimum $333 on July 1st, and that will only be for a short period of time during the intro period, the launch period of volume 2. After that, it is going to be $555. So you want in now. You want in while it is $111. I pick my brain while I'm here. People pay me a lot of money to pick my brain. So drop your questions in the comments. Drop your questions in the comments, okay? and y'all have got to get out of you only want to buy from, you only want to join with people who show huge receipts. I'm a professional. That's like asking me my income. I would never show you. Thank you, Mrs. Palmer Johnson. I would never show you my check stub if I was working in corporate America. I would never tell you how much money I make. You can always look at my stories. You can always look at my social media. I think there's a post there right now that shows proof that I made sales in my sleep last night. But I'm not sharing my income. That's personal. I'm not sharing my tax information with you. I'm also not putting the IRS hot on my trail either. Y'all got to think about some of this stuff, right? I don't have anything to hide, but at the same time, some things need to be gate kept. That's a lost art. Some things do need to be gate kept. Y'all be giving away all the secrets. Y'all be telling stuff that nobody asked, first of all, and that nobody needed to know. Okay? Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you very, very much. Very much. So let me know what questions I can answer. 30 plus years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. Double master's degree in marketing and finance. Bachelor's degree in marketing with a Spanish minor. Hablo español. Estudia para 12 años. Era mi menor en la universidad. Okay? So, my Spanish ain't that great these days, though. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, I still impress myself with it and other people, but yeah. Anyway, what questions do you have about digital marketing, email marketing, video marketing, social media marketing, Pinterest marketing? What can I answer for you before I go? It is 10:30. I haven't seen the little puzzle come up for me to keep the live going, so I don't think we've hit an hour yet, but I think we are coming up on an hour. It is currently $111 for volume 1 and volume 2. You can get started for only $27 down tonight with Klarna. You have to go to the link in my bio and you click the third button, and that will take you to the page for DBA, and you can begin the enrollment process there. There's like 3-4 steps to do so, and you can choose Klarna as a payment option and split that up into 4 payments, so you get full access to everything within the next 24 hours with only $27.50 down. Okay, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so that is DBA. DBA is a community. It is digital mentorship. It is learning how to monetize with digital products and courses. I created my first course in 2015, and it literally changed my life. I got off a job that I hated. I was trying to hold out for a few more months, but things went down, and I was like, you know what, it's best for me to just leave here today. It didn't last long. And that's what happens. That's the side effect of, creating those additional streams of income. Like that meme, I got an air fryer and my own Hulu or Netflix subscription. You can't talk to me any kind of way. My thing is I collect orders and leads in my sleep. Right. A lot of people are concerned about making money in their sleep and it being predictable. If you're not collecting leads, you definitely shouldn't be running ads, and you definitely should not be, if you're not collecting leads organically and in your sleep, you should not even be thinking about paid traffic. You just shouldn't. Okay. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that as a businesswoman, and I am a businesswoman. I'm a businesswoman, right? And you shouldn't even be thinking about that if you don't know how to collect leads organically, if you don't have the strategy and the mechanisms in place. And I know some of you are working on that, so I'm not being a jackhole, but I'm just saying, right? My whole point is, at this point, a lot of us need to be more concerned. Welcome, Chris. We need to be more concerned with collecting the leads first, and then we need to be concerned with converting those leads. So everything, is baby steps. We got to take those steps, right? We can't circumvent the process. We have to take those steps, okay? So, collecting leads in your sleep, converting those leads in your sleep. Then you have something that you can scale. Then you have something that you can, should, and want to scale, and need to scale, okay? And if you are making orders in your sleep of any kind, if you are generating sales and customers in your sleep, Congratulations. I am proud of you. That is a fabulous, fantabulous, tabulous thing to do. But there's nothing wrong with going live and getting your sales, boo. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, Wanza. I've seen more people coming on this app and talking about the fact, I saw Paul Francis say this earlier today. He was like, so y'all watch these lives and you see these people, you see these accounts where they're talking about teaching you how to create a faceless account. And he walked through some things, and then he said, you ever notice that they're selling you a faceless account and they're showing their face? I was like, you said it, Paul. You said it, right? And that's what I love about the DBA girls. The DBA girls, we tell you, you're going to make your most money and fastest when you're showing your face and you're talking to the camera. Live is an income producing skill. Stories are income producing, especially on Instagram and Bookface, right? That is an income producing skill. If you are truly building a purely faceless account, you gotta have big budgets. And what a lot of those people who started the whole faceless account are not telling y'all, they got massive email lists. They have massive teams from network marketing that they converted over to digital marketing, and that's why they're marketing digital marketing like it's network marketing, and it's a business model or a product or an offer, and it's not. Okay? And so that's why I always say you got to pay attention to what they do, not what they say. Welcome, Kay Rochelle. I think I know you. Welcome. Okay? You got to pay attention to what they do, not what they say. Okay? There are even people, I know they're lying saying they work for Facebook. I know some of them because too many faceless accounts. First of all, Facebook have you sign agreements and stuff. I know they do, where you can't even talk about that stuff on social media, but people are buying it, they're believing it. And I'm not a hater. I'm just not a hater, but I'm gonna tell the truth and nothing but the whole truth and nothing but. Okay, so what questions do you have about DBA? What questions do you have about digital marketing? I am gonna go soon because this light, it is a humid night and I am right along the lake, the big old lake, and I am ready to start stripping out of some of these clothes, makeup, and this hair. Okay, so you don't have but a few minutes left. Okay, it is 10:34. You got till 10:45 to join DBA while I am live. Let's do, what can I throw in as a bonus? Let's do a strategy session. Let's do a 20-minute strategy session if you join DBA before this live is over. Okay, if you join DBA, not only are you going to get volumes 1 and 2 for only $111 and everything that comes with volume 1 and volume 2, you can go and you can take a look at the free look right now on my link in bio, the second button, and you still have plenty of time to scan through that and then make your decision. And if you join while I am still live, I will give you a 20-minute strategy session via Zoom. Okay, a 20-minute strategy session via Zoom, and during that time we can talk about your strategy, launch strategy, and how to make those first sales in a one-on-one environment. I will even, if you want to focus on email marketing. Now, we can't do a whole lot in 20 minutes, right? So I'm throwing out ideas of what we can do. I'm not saying we're going to do all of these things, but I can give you certain emails that you can, templates that you can use and make your own. There's so many different things that I can help you with in that 20 minutes, but I cannot help you with all of them in 20 minutes. You cannot come with a checklist and think I'm just going to hand a whole bunch of stuff over to you. Okay, but I will give you a 20-minute strategy session where I can get to know a little bit more about you and your goals and give you 2 or 3 points of things that you can and do to go ahead and make this profitable for you and successful for you and as quickly as possible. Okay, so if you join now, You have until 10:45. I will give you that 20-minute strategy session. By the way, a strategy session with me is $497 for 90 minutes. A half day is $1,500 to $2,000, more like $2,000 these days. Okay, so keep that in mind. You owe me for the years, not for the minutes. Oh my God, these little gnats. I just can't. I absolutely cannot. That's why I want to get off of here too. I'm gonna get off of here. I can stand these little things, and the light is what attracts them, and they're small enough, I think, that they get through the screen. I got my little traps going too, but this light. Oh, I got you, little bugger. Okay. So you come here and you get entertained. You watch me killing one of the little gnat type things. Ugh, make me itch. Okay, and I think a mosquito or something bit me. Okay, so I want to hurry up and get these lights off and get in a shower, because it's one of them nights I need a shower. You know, it's been a hot and humid day. So digital marketing is a highly paid skill set. There has never been a time like right now where you can leverage your digital marketing skill set with AI and make a lot of money and serve people, because it's really what it's all about, is serving people. But y'all like to hear about making money. Okay, so that's what I tell you. And it's true, right? So welcome Katie. Okay, so there's never been a time like this, like with AI digital marketing skill set. I always got to put that word skill set on there so y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about what these other people talking about, whatever they're talking about. And ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, you can make a 6-figure income. My mentor that I was telling you about, that's made millions selling Canva templates and has scaled them up. Welcome, Ms. J, Moj. She what was I talking about? Oh, because I get distracted and I'm itching. What was I talking about? She made $1 million with Canva. Oh, what I noticed when she first came through my feed, when I first saw her ad, when I clicked on her sales page, was a Google Doc. Her sales page was a Google Doc. And it's like $20,000 to coach with her. I think back then it was like 10 or 12. And you had to apply, right? The reason that when people get to that point and they're charging that much for coaching is because they really don't want to do a lot of one-to-one coaching. They are pricing to force you into their programs and into their courses, as they should, because it's a better use of their time. And so if you really want to coach with them, you have to apply, and you have to have the bucks, and you have to have a good case, for lack of a better term, to coach with them. And at the level she was at, I mean, she just created actual sales pages shortly after the shutdowns, and that everything was Google Docs. Even the application for her signature course and program, because I was in it for some time, it was all Google Doc. So when I say and she's Ukrainian, when I say that you can create a multiple 6-7 figure income with free apps, she is my proof, and what made me believe that you can do it. And some of my sales pages to this day, Pin Profits Mastery, which is $555, it is, I'll probably move it, but it is currently a Google Doc. It's a Google Doc. And I've made tens of thousands of dollars with that product. The Cash Flowing Business Growing Mastermind, Google Doc, sold that. So you don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of tools, right? You need DBA. You need a mentor. You need a social media platform or two. You can use Google Docs. You can use, like, TapLink is like $20-some for the quarter, maybe even for the year, right? There are plenty of free things out there. You can start free and then create the money to pay for them. But that's why good mentorship is necessary, to teach you and guide you through how to do that. Because that's really what we do, is we guide. We guide you. We give you guidance. We teach you how to think. We help you, with the thought process. We don't tell you what to do. We guide. We advise. And in that process, it's really about thinking. How do you think? To think like a business owner, okay? 4-minute warning, because my back is sweating, and that is not a good sign. That y'all not gonna want to deal with me in about 5 more minutes, because my back is wet. I am sweating, and I have a bug bite, and I think I killed all the little gnats. But yeah, it's my time. I won't say decomposing, but I'm melting, like literally. I'm melting. And that's not a good thing. Even my face, I can see I'm melting. So 3 minutes, 3 minutes left, and then I gotta go. I got to bounce. I doubt that I will be back later. I doubt it, because I have a morning routine and I have a nighttime routine. Okay, and it's about time to get into my nighttime routine. I am ready for the shower. I cannot wait. If I had a remote, if I could say, Alexa, turn on the shower, I would do that right now, because I cannot wait. I do not like to sweat, especially in certain places. And it is time. It is time. I am itching from the bug bite, and I am ready to get in the shower. So, DBA. You want in on DBA. DBA is a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous program. You will get in. You want to take the fundamentals, which I will give you that learning path, and then from there you want to explore and figure out, study a few things and figure out which ones really interest you, which one really strikes you. And there's plenty of done for you courses in there that you can sell. There's plenty of done for you products in there. Like you can sell DBA as a whole. You can break out parts of the done for you content that's in there and sell that. It is absolutely an unparalleled opportunity, and it's only $111, $27, but you got 2 minutes to join before I literally melt before your eyes and turn into a 2-year-old. So you got 2 minutes left to order, and then I am out. I'm out like a light. I am out. Okay. One minute left. 1 minute, less than a minute, and then I gotta go. You even hear it. My voice is getting hoarse. I am getting tired. I need to shower. I need to shower. I'm ready to shower. Oh. 1 minute left. DBA. Last call at 1:11 for volumes 1 and 2 before the price goes up. Last call, 1 minute left, and then I gotta go. I always have work to do. I always have stuff to do. There's always something to do. Less than 1 minute left, and then I am running to the shower. Running. The pollen, just allergies. It's been awful. Okay, well, it's been fun chatting with y'all tonight. If you didn't get to join DBA, you can go to the link in my bio, the second button. The price is going to be higher because I offered to you to join at the discounted rate while I was live. And, either you did or you didn't. Either way, you're good. I'm good. And you still get volume 1 and 2 for the price. And you want to join before volume 2 and volume 1 combined is $333. So with that said, good night. Thank you for watching. I will chat with you later. Bye-bye.